Well, I hope I'm not making any incorrect assumptions about you making the choice to come to church today because you are in need. I am in need too. The particularities of our needs are, of course, uniquely our own this morning, as are the lives that we are living, uniquely our own, filled with our unique needs. And it's really good to remember that, particularly in this tender time. You just can't know all that people are holding right now and why. And certainly no one of us can demand a one-size-fits-all response or action or way of being or way of needing right now of anyone, let alone ourselves. But I do sense that we can all agree that we are all in need right now. And you know, this is always the case. We're always in need. But most of us live with enough privilege most of the time that we forget about it or don't think about it all that much. Seems like it's only when the ground falls out from under us that we remember about being a people in need. Poet William Stafford wrote in his poem, "The Way It Is," there's a thread you follow. It goes among things that change, but it doesn't change. People wonder about what you are pursuing. You have to explain about the thread. But it's hard for others to see. While you hold it, you can't get lost. Tragedies happen, people get hurt or die, and you suffer, and you get old. Nothing you do can stop time's unfolding, but you don't ever let go of the thread. Realizing the need we all have here, the need I have in the face of this past week, got me thinking about that thread. The thing that doesn't change, no matter what. The thing we can't ever let go of. In the book Black Liturgies, Prayers, Poems, and Meditations for Staying Human, I love this title. Writer and poet Cole Arthur Riley implores us, as the greatest act of justice and liberation, to stay with the need, the thread, always. This is how she says we get free. This is how she says we stay human. And each chapter in this book focuses on the different but unchangeable staying human thread need basics. Dignity, selfhood, place, wonder, artistry, calling, body, belonging, doubt, lament, fear, rage, secrets, power, justice, repair, rest, joy, love, memory, mortality, dawn, day, dusk, epiphany, birth, reunion, homegoing. God, she says, in all God's forms. That's what she says. For what else is God but the need to stay human? The need, the thread. God who moves, Cole Arthur Riley prays. Shake us from within. Help us listen to ourselves, she says. Let our bodies do what they need to. No more split selves. Let all our movements be holy signals that we are still here, alive and in rhythm. You don't let go of this thread. Don't. Now, over these past few days, I have had to actively look for the thread. I have even at times let go of it. Hopelessness. And you have been a part of my remembering about it. Taking hold of it again, literally stitched back together by it, visibly mended, Kathy. Literally. And I can't think of anything else today but to reflect back to you, the thread you know about, and so many others around each of us know about. It's been arriving in emails, through posts on Facebook, casual conversations, visits, holy signals reminding me and you that we are still here and we are alive and we are in rhythm. And we will not let go of the thread. Your voices. This morning, after seeing the election results, I was devastated and numb. But then I met a New River friend to clean up trash, dead trees and debris at the Watertown Dam. Onward, one day at a time. Another. And tomorrow we'll keep at it, picking ourselves up off the floor, holding each other's hands, doing the work of love and justice, appreciating beauty and baking cookies. Another, I am proud of myself for getting out of my bed. How are you doing, my queer and trans friends? What do we need now? You don't ever let go of the thread. Another, I feel so drained, but I'm trying to keep my heart open. When I look at my granddaughter, I am so filled with love. Yes, we are still here. We are alive, and we are in rhythm. I came to light a candle in the sanctuary, and I ran into friends. What a respite it was. We don't ever let go of the thread. I found these words by Chelon Harkin and thought to share them with you, Reverend Sophia. Rise and find the strength in your heart. Rise and find the strength in each other. Burn through your devastation. Make it your fuel. Bring forth your light. Now is not the time to be afraid of the dark. Yes, we are still here, alive and in rhythm. More words. I am sitting with feelings of utter disappointment. At least I will do this for a day or two, then I will be back working for the country I think we all believe in, knowing there will be lessons to learn on both sides. I hope we have the courage to do so. But for now, I'm listening to No One Is Alone from the musical Into the Woods. Hard to see the light now, just don't let it go. We can make it so. Yes, we are still here, alive and in rhythm. Reverend Sophia, do you know the poet Rosemary Watola Traumer, someone writes? And I breathe and feel how the breathing invites a spaciousness, open and soften. It knows that I am not alone. What do we do now, my friends? We don't ever let go of this thread. More words. Lynn Ungar is getting me through, Reverend Sophia, and I thought maybe you could use them. The only way creation is restored is through inviting the tiniest shards to find their way back home to a wholeness we keep trying to imagine. And what I think is, we're still here, alive and in rhythm. Just yesterday, Reverend Sophia, I just read a piece by Nicholas Kristofs in yesterday's New York Times. Instead of despairing, I will find purpose. What do we do now? We try to not let go of the thread. Out beyond this community from a fellow Unitarian-Universalist. Walking out of this evening's vigil, I looked up and saw our steeple lit and just sat down on the bench across the street and cried tears of gratitude. If anyone needs a community of people who look at this world and yearn for more, know that UU congregations are waiting to welcome you. From a UU minister serving in Idaho, living in a hostile environment, we're dancing, we're singing, we're eating good food, we're laughing at least a little, we're trying to take exquisite care of ourselves and one another. Joy is resistance, rest is resistance. Hang in there, beloveds. We are still here, my friends, alive and in rhythm. From a UU youth, remember to breathe, drink some water, go for a walk in nature, exercise, read a book, make music. What do we do now? We don't let go of the thread. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on loving boldly, never turning back. Gonna keep my heart wide open through the waves that want to push me around. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Love is the spirit of this church. Let songs of hope and faith arise. Yes, we are still here, alive and in rhythm. Yes, we are trying to hold on to this thread as we would a life preserver. I am open and I am willing. Lift me up. Get your bags together. Go bring your good friends true. Come and join the living, because out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. What do we do now? We don't ever let go of the thread. "Help," said the flight agent. The minute she heard any words she knew, however poorly used, she stopped crying. Not a single woman declined the cookie. It was like a sacrament. The traveler from Argentina, the mom from California, the lovely woman from Laredo, we were all covered with the same powdered sugar and smiling. Such an old country tradition. Always carry a plant, always stay rooted to somewhere. And I looked around that gate of late and weary ones and I thought, this is the world I want to live in. The shared world. And this can still happen everywhere. And not everything is lost. We are still here. We are alive and we are in rhythm. What do we do now? We just don't let go of the thread. And this is what we do when we are in need, my friends. We get wise. You all got wise and you sent it all to me. I'm just standing up here repeating your wisdom back. We get wise. We return to the thread that is our faith, putting us back on solid ground. It's what we've done for millennia as human beings, and beloveds, it will be what we always do. Not everything is lost. There's a thread that we're following. It goes among things that change, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change. And so my simple message to you this morning is this. Be a people of need. And don't let go of the thread. Let your whole bodies and beings long for and experience express and return to and fight for dignity, selfhood, place, wonder, artistry, calling, body, belonging, doubt, lament, fear, rage, the secrets, power, justice, repair, rest, joy, love, memory, mortality, dawn, day, dusk, epiphany, birth, reunion, and home going. Let your whole bodies and beings long for, express, return to, and fight for these. All of it in whole human rhythm and beautiful, beautiful broken melody. We have purposely not put your teal hymnals out today for this closing piece of music. It's in there, but being hunched over a book just is not going to cut it right now. What we are going to do is what our ancestors did and what so many of our siblings of color do in their houses of worship, which is to let the spirit, the alive rhythm, the need move through our bodies in whatever way it needs to. And if you need to just sit and receive, please choose that for yourself. But I am going to ask for those of you who feel the need to stand up and to clap. We'll be guiding you in the beat, and we're even going to end up in a circle, friends. But for now, I want you to know that this is a Zulu folk song whose words translate to marching, walking, learning, singing, dancing in the light of God. And my friends, you know what I mean when I say that word. You know it by now. Today, I know of at least 10 other UU congregations who are closing their worship services with this song. And I don't know about you, but that brings me joy, and it speaks to a congruent need, and it reminds me about the thread. So take that in. Hallelujah. Amen. We are in this together. Siya hamba.